and welcome back to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Melanie and this is Barney. He is joining us today. Welcome back to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Melanie. If you'd like to get to know me better, please be sure to check out the social media links down below in the description bar. You can find like my Instagram and stuff all there. I'm trying to be a bit more active. I redid my Instagram story highlights and I realized that I haven't really necessarily been super active with really showing things, which is sad because I used to be really active. I think that I got stuck behind having to always edit everything, put them into like those really cute like story things that are like from story art and everything. But I'm trying to be a little bit more free-flowing now. There's a whole bunch of readathons currently happening, so if you'd like to see how I'm doing for those, be sure to check out my Instagram, and I'll probably be posting a bunch of TBRs on my channel in the next couple of weeks, so be sure to check that out as well. Today we are going to be talking about my weekly reading plans. So today I'm just going to show you the books that I'm planning on reading this week. It's not as many as last week, which was 12 books. I do want to say that I read 9 books last week, so it wasn't that terrible. I almost read all 12. Well, not all 12. I read other books. I didn't necessarily follow my TBR to the T. But I'm really excited for this week's books and I'm going to show them to you now. So as always, I'm going to start with the books that I absolutely must read, either because I have a deadline for them or, you know, I just have to read it because I've been reading it before and I've been stuck on it. You know, things that I just really have to get to. So the first one, which is what I'm currently reading, is Everless by Sarah Howland. I started this yesterday being Sunday. I only read 8 pages though, but I'd like to finish it this week. The next must-read book that I have is Eye for Eye by J.K. Franco. This I received from Smith Publicity, so thank you so much to them for sending me a copy of this book. I agreed to do a blog tour review for this, and that obviously means I really have to read it. My blog tour is scheduled for Friday. The next and the last must-read book that I have for this week is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal, I think is how you say it. I'm really bad with names. I'm really excited for this. I've heard really good things about this. This is the first book in a series as well, and I'm super excited. This book has just gotten so much praise, and I heard from one of my friends, Mel, that she listened to the audiobook and she said it was really good. So I'm super excited. I got this from Curiosity Tales because I am part of their reviewer team, and I agreed to review this by the 27th of July, and I think that just having my review down this week is like the best, and I can send it off to them and then they can like do with it what they will, and if they're not too happy with some things they can let me know and I can change it. It gives me the freedom. Those are the 3 books that I absolutely must read this week. The next couple of books that I'm going to show you are books that I would like to read this week. They're not necessarily super important, but I would like to get to them. So we're gonna start with an old favorite of mine, reading that has been on my TBR probably for a little bit now, and that is Glass Fairy by Rachel Morgan. I actually stopped reading the series after this book, so I've read this before, but I would like to finish Emerson's story, and in order to do so I need to reread this one. I really like the Creepy Hollow series and I think that I'm going to really enjoy it. I remember flying through this one, so I'm hoping that I once again can fly through it so I can get to book 8 and 9. The next book I'm about to show you is also not a new book to this series, and that is The Punk Factor by Rebecca Denton. This is the week it's gonna happen. It just has to happen this week. No sad stop stories, it needs to happen. Next book that I'm going to show you is one that I've been trying to read since I got it like years ago when it first came out, and that is God's Grave by Jay Kristoff. I reread Nevernight the other, like I think last month. I think I read it in May, and so I would really like to read the sequel to it because Dark Dawn is coming out soon. I've pre-ordered the book. I need to have this in my life. And I'm ready to see what happens to Mia. Honestly, am I really ready? We won't know for sure. And the next book that I'd like to get to is Breathing Water by S.R. Atkinson. I got this from Smith Publicity as well, and I thought I would just jump ahead. I received all 3 of the books in this series to do a review on them, and I would like to just get a head start on it basically, so I'm hoping to read this week. And the last book I'm really excited for because I think it's going to be a really fun book to read, and that is The Grace Year by Kim Leggett. I actually am borrowing this from a friend who's already read it. I'm really excited for this. This is probably one of my anticipated reads for the year. This comes out on the 19th of September this year. I'm really excited for this. It is a feminist dystopia about a young woman trapped in an oppressive society fighting to take control of her own life. These kinds of books are really popular right now, and I think that it's highly needed, and I can't wait to jump into it. The very last book that I'd like to read is an ebook, so I'm going to pop the image over here. The book is How the Light Gets In. This book is by Katie Upperman. This is for an espresso blog tour that I'm doing sometime in July, and I also have the intention of getting through all the books that I've gotten through Nick Gailey, and this happens to be the first one. In order to do so, I'm planning on reading one ebook a week for that. This does not include books that I actually need to read that week that actually come from Nick Gailey, because a lot of the times Espresso Blog Tour sends Nick Gailey widgets. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. This sounded really cool. It follows a young girl whose sister died, and it's kind of got like paranormal elements to it, so I'm super excited for this. Also, be sure to comment down below what you're planning on reading this week, because I'm really interested. I could always use some book recommendations. I'm always open to them. If you see any books on my TBR for this week that you've read or that you'd like to read, let me know as well, because I'm always interested. And thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one.